I know what you're thinking. What happened to David's hair? You may never know what to expect from my hair, but you do know you're going to get great tips and strategies to improve your advocacy in 10 minutes or less. That's right. I'm David Smith and I run Inthrive Advocacy Solutions, your solution for lobbying, training, and strategic planning. And welcome to
Better advocacy in 10 minutes or less.
a series of videos helping you become a better advocate so you can turn your passion into policy. Yes, today we're going back to school and learning how to write an email. Okay, honestly, I never learned how to write an email because I graduated high school in 1996 and I think we had one internet connected computer in my whole school. But I digress because you may be thinking, David, I don't need this. I know how to write an email. And you may be right. I saw plenty of good emails while I worked with legislators, but I also saw enough horrible, disturbing, confusing, and seemingly pointless emails that I know someone out there needs to watch this. So go get them. If it's not you, go get them. I'll wait. All right, you're back? Good. So here's what we're going to cover. We're going to cover the purpose of the email, the structure of the email, and the tone of the email. Yes. So if you have these three down, purpose, structure, and tone, your emails will get read, they'll make sense, and they'll cause the elected official to agree with you. Okay, maybe not that last one, but at least they'll pay attention to you and your message. So let's start with purpose. In order to draft a succinct, persuasive email, you need to have a clear purpose in mind. Each email you send should only have one purpose. Why just one? Remember, the staffer reading this email is looking at hundreds of emails a week, and you want to make their job as easy as possible. And overloading an email with too many asks is a lot to ask of that staffer. Okay, so when I say purpose, what do I mean? It could be an invitation to an event, it could be a request to support a bill, it could be a meeting request, it could be thanking them for support. You get the idea. Now, technically, you can get away with two purposes if one of them doesn't require a reply, like thanking the legislator for something they've done. But remember, too many purposes creates a longer email and becomes confusing. Think about this. What would happen if you ask a legislator to speak at an event and give them a policy proposal you would like to see become a bill in the same email? Now, you're talking event logistics and hashing out policy details in the same thread. That's a surefire way to end up losing part of the conversation. Keep your purpose focused, and the rest of the email will flow much more smoothly. Now, the flow of the email is another way of talking about its structure. Think about how formal you should be. If it's my first time writing a legislator, or if they wouldn't recognize me on the street, then formality is a must. Dear Delegate X, or to the Honorable Y. So even if I do have a good relationship with them, I'm still calling them by their title in any email dealing with their official duties. It would be more informal, like, hi, Delegate Z. There's a recognition of our relationship while also retaining a level of formality. Next comes the body. I keep pleasantries to a minimum. If I saw a news report about them, I'll mention that, but I keep it to a line or two. I get right to my purpose. These are the details that I want to communicate that we just talked about. So you've got those details. You've got that one ask, maybe two. Actually, I guess that's four, maybe two. Then comes the conclusion. This is where I make sure my ask is crystal clear. Support this bill. Attend this event. I'm also going to say if there are any specific next steps that I'm requesting of them. Let me know your thoughts, Delegate. Are you available for a meeting, Senator? Let me know who I should speak with next. Last is the signature. Always, always, always include your name and address just like you would in a physical letter you send in the mail. This is especially important if the legislator does not know you or may not remember you. And you are one of their constituents, because if you're that constituent, you always want to make sure they know that. That's what gets you that extra level of privilege. Oh, and don't forget attachments. If you say you're attaching reports, news clippings, first-person stories, whatever it might be, make sure you do. Gmail reminders have saved me more than once from having to send a second email. All right, finally, let's talk tone. This should go without saying, but I think our popular perception of political polarization, did you like all this piece? I did that in the first take too, makes us think we can, maybe need, to speak with force or threats, especially if you're talking to someone who might be on the other side of the aisle of an issue from you. Things like, I'll be watching your vote, we will hold you accountable, and other threatening phrases create a combative tone that legislative offices are likely to dismiss or even make fun of. Yes. Politicians, especially successful ones, have thick skins. Your strong words aren't going to intimidate them into action. Well, nice words make them do what you want them to. Those magic words from elementary school, please and thank you, now that we did have when I was in school, yes, please and thank you, might not get politicians to align with your view right away, but it will open doors for conversations where you can build relationships and, over time, bring them around to your point of view. Being combative, negative, or otherwise unfriendly will relegate you to conversations with their intern and form letter replies. Remember the old adage, how you say something is as important as what you're saying. There you have it. Write your emails with a clear purpose, a straightforward structure, and a respectful or friendly tone, and you're laying the foundation for a great relationship with politicians, a relationship that you can use to help them see why your passion should become policy. I hope this short video has shown you a few steps you can use to improve your email writing skills. What's worked for you? Do you have any tips? Let me know in the comments below, right down there somewhere. Like and subscribe to the Inthrive Advocacy channel to get notifications of new videos, and be sure to check back every Friday for a new
Better advocacy in 10 minutes or less.
video.